In a busy riverside town filled with merchants, craftsmen, and travelers, there lived a respected carpenter named Harun. Harun was known across the town not just for his skill, but for his honesty. People trusted his hands, and more importantly, his word. If Harun promised something would last 10 years, it lasted 20 because of this reputation. Even the town governor often invited Harun to work on important projects. But Harun had a son, and the townspeople whispered about him. The boy's name was Sami. Unlike his father, Sami did not speak much. He wasn't loud, competitive, or eager to impress anyone. He watched more than he talked. He smiled more than he argued. To many people, this looked like weakness, and people often mistake quiet for foolishness. One afternoon, Harun was summoned to the governor's estate. The governor was a proud man who liked clever conversation. As Harun finished discussing repairs, the governor leaned back and said casually, "Harun, you are a brilliant craftsman, but your son, forgive me, seems rather simple." Harun stiffened. "My son?" he asked calmly. "Why would you say that?" The governor chuckled. "Every morning when I pass the town square, your boy sits near the fountain. I test him. I place 2 coins on the stone, 1 copper, 1 silver, and ask him to take the more valuable one." Harun frowned slightly. "And every day," the governor continued, laughing, "he takes the copper coin." The guards nearby smirked. "Your son," the governor concluded, "has no sense of value." Harun forced a polite smile, but inside, embarrassment burned. He returned home, troubled. That evening, he found Sami carefully sanding a piece of wood. "Sami," Harun said gently, "tell me, which is worth more, copper or silver?" Sami didn't hesitate. "Silver," he replied. Harun blinked. "Then why," he asked slowly, "do you choose copper every morning when the governor tests you?" Sami paused, then smiled. "Come with me, father." He led Harun to a small chest tucked beneath his bed. When Sami opened it, Harun froze. Inside were dozens upon dozens of copper coins. They shimmered faintly in the lantern light. Harun stared in disbelief. Where did all this come from? Sami sat beside the chest. "Every morning," he explained, "the governor offers the same choice, copper or silver." Harun nodded, and every morning, Sami continued, "If I choose copper, he laughs and walks away. But he returns the next day to test me again." Harun's eyes widened as understanding slowly formed. "If I choose silver," Sami said softly, "the game ends. I gain 1 silver coin, but lose the daily copper." He picked up a coin and turned it in his fingers. "So I let him believe I don't understand value." Harun sat in stunned silence. Sami looked up. "Father, some people enjoy feeling smarter than others. If I protect their pride, they reward me without realizing it." Harun's embarrassment melted into awe. "But people laugh at you," Harun said quietly. Sami shrugged. "They laugh for a moment," he replied. "I earn for many." Harun leaned back, absorbing the lesson. His son wasn't foolish. He was patient, and patience is a form of intelligence most people never recognize. The next morning, Harun decided to watch from a distance. He stood near a spice stall as the governor approached the square, just as promised. The governor stopped in front of Sami. 2 coins clinked onto the fountain stone. Copper, silver, double quotes. "Well, boy," the governor teased, "which one today?" Sami scratched his head theatrically, hesitated, then picked the copper coin. The governor burst into laughter. The crowd chuckled with him, and Sami simply smiled. Harun watched carefully. There was no embarrassment on his son's face. No shame, only calm. The governor shook his head in amusement and walked away satisfied. Satisfied because he believed he had proven superiority. But the truth, he was funding a lesson in quiet strategy. Days passed, weeks passed. The chest beneath Sami's bed grew heavier, and Harun began to see something deeper. His son was not chasing quick victory. He was choosing sustainable gain. Most people grab the shiny reward. Few think about the long game. Months later, during a town gathering, someone mocked Sami openly. "Look," a merchant laughed. "There's the boy who doesn't know copper from silver." The crowd snickered. Harun stepped forward, but Sami gently placed a hand on his father's arm. "It's all right," Sami whispered. Then he turned to the merchant and smiled. "You're right," he said calmly. "I'm still learning." The merchant felt victorious, but Harun saw the truth. Sami didn't need to win arguments. He was winning outcomes, and outcomes outlast opinions. That evening, Harun sat beside his son. "You taught me something," he admitted. Sami looked surprised. "What is it, father?" Harun smiled. "True intelligence doesn't shout. It builds quietly." Sami nodded. "And father, people only mock what they don't understand." Harun laughed softly. "Then you will confuse them for a very long time." Years later, Sami became known as a skilled trader, patient, strategic, and impossible to manipulate. People wondered where his wisdom came from. They never guessed. It started with copper coins and a willingness to look foolish. Final reflection. Many people rush to prove they are smart. They chase recognition, approval, applause. But quiet wisdom asks a different question. What serves me best in the long run? Sometimes looking foolish protects opportunity. Sometimes silence is strategy. And sometimes the person being laughed at is the one playing the deeper game. So remember, you don't need to win every moment. You don't need to impress every crowd. Quiet success is still success, and often it lasts longer.